Now this is the part 2 of the Java tutorial, and we already went through the getter and the setter of both colors. Now next we need to get another function which is fields function. Is fields is a getter just like colors, but we get the value of fields. So if this function is fields, we return the fields boolean that is private, because you cannot just get the value that is private, you need the function. Now we have the next line, we have a getter, a setter for field. So that will be set field. It will tell us to get a new value of fields, which is passed by here as a parameter. So this field will be assigned for two fields. The same scenario, but for fields. And the next function will be a getDate function from a Java library. Not that one. It's utility date, and we get create, and then we return this function. We just let us return any date from the Java library. Next, public, we get a toString function that helps us output the string. ToString helps us output the string in Java. It's a built-in function toString that's built into Java. So you will return anything we want to display, like create, then on, date created. So you return, and this is the and colors. So the \n is just a new line in Java. Color plus and field plus get this fields boolean. That's this field boolean. The next function is to get an area. Abstract double, we get an area. Yeah, this is for us to get an area, which is the purpose of this tutorial, to get. And then the next is to get a parameter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's create a new class. Uh, we don't need to create a new class. Let's keep going. We're gonna just extend a new class circle from the geometry object. And the same goes with the rectangular. Okay, now okay, the next line is for us to display the geometry, and that's for the first geometry, which is a circle. Now the second geometry one on display is the rectangular. That'll be 2. Mm, okay, that one is a mistake. Let's see right here, and let's create a new function called equal area, which is basically these two area. And yeah, now another function, the same function, that is boolean, we get the geometric object passed by value right here, geometry again object, which is the rectangular. We call it object 2. Here we call it object 1. Object 1 would be the circle, object 2 will be the rectangular. So we will get the area, which was right there in one of these function. Yeah, this function, that's what we call this function. We are calling this function object 2 that gets area again. So this will just return the comparison between the area of rectangle and the area of the circle. You just return these two. Yeah, return the area of both circle, and rectangular. Okay, the next function will be the display of a geometry object. This function is a void function, so we will not return anything. And this is surely one way function right here. Display geometry function. Yeah, you see this function call. Yeah, we will be calling this function after we call the area. After we call the area between circle and rectangular, we output also the display between the circle and the rectangular. So first rectangular and then the second is geometry. Um, let's have only one actually, because you have to system that out to get a new line. If it just outputs a new line, put a new line and system that out. That's print ln. Yeah, the area is object that get area. So this will be the output of the area, and then the next will be a perimeter. Yeah, this area comes from this function right there, and then we also output this perimeter. Yeah, we have the area here. Now we have to output of perimeter. The perimeter is object get perimeter. So I think that's it. Just have to correct the error now. Uh, so get error. What time we can guess through the error. What's wrong with that? Can always all get created. Okay, I guess that's it. So implement method. Okay, yes. Yeah, the reason why you have to complement method because the public class circle extends from the geometry object. You have the geometry object because in abstract class, it's natural that its subclasses like circle will extend from these two abstracts because it are the same name anyway. So with abstract, it will get the same function name and the same should goes for that too. Okay, okay, create a class. Should I need to create a, a constructor though? I think I want to create a constructor. Create a constructor. Let's remove the public thing. Okay, let's just have to run the program. We have an error somewhere. You have two parentheses. Remove that one. Let's run again. Yeah, so this is it. That's our area. Area is 0, perimeter is 0. Let's still code. It's run.